Is this thing on?
Welcome back to another episode of Spooled Life Live. We're in beautiful Corpus Christi, Texas, home of Royce Bait and Tackle, home of Real Sportswear, the new home of Carbach Brewery, right? Keeping us nice and fresh.
Not just the Astros.
Nope, not just home of the Astros anymore. We're a beautiful home of the Selena statue, the brand new Cole Park Pier, right?
That's right.
The home of the air show. We got an air show today and tomorrow in Kingsville. You know, hopefully y'all are away from that, watching the show right now. You know, nobody wants to see a bunch of planes cruising around. You know, a bunch of cool.
No, it's home. It's home of some of the best fishing in South Texas.
Yeah, futuristic planes.
That's what
you know
people
what I mean?
want.
Home of the best fishing in Texas. Well, you also went. I don't want to say your name quite yet.
Okay.
You know what I
keep
mean?
them in suspense.
Yeah, I want to keep them, even though they could see us. You know what I mean? I want to keep them just, you know, they're at the edge of their seat. You know what I mean? They got their potpourri cans in hand. You know, they
Vitamatch.
yeah, they got that stuff that you spray inside the toilet bowl before you flush it or whatever. That stuff they sell at HEB. You know, they got so high tech now. It's not just your typical potpourri.
Yeah. Poopery.
Yeah, potpourri. There you go. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I got an amazing show for y'all. We started off bad last year. This was one of the first shows we had, and we had no idea what we were doing. We still don't. You know, if it goes black, that means we got problems, and it went black about 3 times when we had this guest on.
Broke the internet.
Yeah, we broke the internet. So what I decided to do, you know, I had tons of people, you know, sliding into my DMs. When are you going to bring him back? And, you know, we had a hard time watching that show, and we had to jump in and out and and you know, we had to connect the dots a little bit to check out what he had to say, you know. So I said, you know what, we'll bring him back. You know, it's a huge accomplishment to be on the show, period, right? But to be on the show twice, that means you've made it, man.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah. I'm taking this home and I'm hanging out in my fridge.
Yeah, we're gonna have to create a plaque or something. You're the first one ever to be on the show
That's what I'm
twice.
talking about.
Right?
That's why I do what I do.
So without further ado, I got Mr. Jason Paul from Stinky Pants Stringers,
Fish.
Tackle. Oh, Stinky Pants Fishing
Yeah.
in the house.
What's up, America?
How are you doing, man? Welcome
Man,
back.
I am
Right first.
I am too good to be true. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, my morning. Well, I got into Corpus last night and met my buddy Paul and Steven, and we drove down to a cabin in Baffin. Woke up this morning and went out fishing. Went with Smooth Dog Charters. That's Captain Paul Martinez.
Okay.
And man, we got on the trout, and it wasn't even about what they wanted to eat. It's about what you wanted to feed them. So. Top waters, corkies, soft plastics, they were eating it all. It was great, and even got the sight cast to a 12-pound redfish. Came up over a little hump on this little backwater and saw his fat butt hanging out there, and so threw up there and caught him, and that's a great way to finish out the morning.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, hauled butt, boats literally behind here, so when the show's over, we're getting back and heading right back to the water, get an evening wade.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Does he have a cabin or something?
It's not his. It's a friend of ours, Trey, who's down in the cabin napping, or maybe he's watching. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
probably napping.
I don't
yeah,
know. Do you think he gets internet service all the way about there?
You know what? He's got Wi-Fi there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so it's a high tech cabin.
I wouldn't go that far, but
No.
it was an addition on this trip.
High-tech
He's got
enough?
he's got Wi-Fi.
All
so,
right.
yeah.
Well, hopefully he's watching. What's
Yeah.
up, Trey? Hey, slide into my DMs, Trey. I love staying at them cabins too.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
If y'all didn't notice, like I say on the other shows that we do here, is I have no idea what I'm doing. So if the mics go down, internet goes down, computer goes down, runs out of battery, guess what? You know, the whole show goes down, you know? So I'm starting to get into the habit of not asking for a thumbs up, right? Not asking for the brown thumbs up. How's the audio? how's our look. You know, every once in a while I might not turn on the filters, you know, especially on me, you know, maybe on my guest.
Yeah,
But
I need a filter.
right, I agree. No, I'm just playing. No,
I probably stink.
So I'm starting to do that. You know, I hate to not acknowledge the people that are on. Right? Don't take it the wrong way, Mr. Matthews, Shimano Penn, Tony Garcia, Paul Martinez. It's legit, man. I got some good stuff coming for y'all, especially for the first ones. Because if you don't start, you see how I always come back? If you don't start at the beginning, most of these giveaways that I'm doing, I'm starting to transition that too into on-the-show giveaways, right? You do an off-the-show giveaway, everybody just jumps in, here are the two people, I don't even watch your show, I don't even care, he's going to message me if I win anyways. Type deal, you know what I mean? These giveaways that we're gonna do today,
one of a kind,
are full blown live.
Yeah, and
one of a kind.
One is a one of a kind.
Full blown live. Grade A.
I'm so excited for you to see one of the giveaways.
Really?
Oh yeah.
The high end brisket at HEB. You know, the one that's already cut for you and everything.
Pre-sliced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 12 pack of Carbach, not just a 4 pack. These are just top of the line stuff we're doing here. But enough about me, right? Nobody cares about me.
Don't
right?
be like that.
I need to do
Everyone
a show
loves you.
on me.
Yeah.
I had somebody ask me the other day, his name's actually Freddie Garcia. He asked me, how come you don't do a show about yourself?
I agree.
You know, nobody knows you either.
We need to cross-examine you.
You know what I mean?
Let's get deeper into
You know,
that.
yeah. Let's get a show. And I need to find a host, though. If I'm going to be the guest.
Yeah.
You know, I need to find a good
I'll
host.
do it.
Yeah, well, let's start it. Let's do it.
All right.
Maybe we'll do it at Stinky Pants headquarters.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's do that.
You come to my neck of the woods.
Right,
man.
let's plan something
And
like that.
We'll go from getting raw to getting stinky.
Yeah, there you go.
The stinky truth.
All right, so let's get going, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Well, hold on real quick. If y'all listened to the last show, there's going to be a lot of repetition here, right? A little bit of repetition. But if you missed it, it's some badass stories, knowledge.
Yeah, keep going. What else?
The third finger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, be my hype man. Come
Yeah,
on.
we got stories, knowledge, the third finger, and the fourth finger.
That's
All right,
what I'm talking about.
There you go. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr.
All right.
Paul.
So I'm Jason Paul, and I was born in Iowa. I moved down here. I'm a full-time teacher, and so that's what brought me down here. I came down here and I did my student teaching back in like, I don't know, 2000 or something like that, and I stayed and learned saltwater fishing down here, and I loved it, and I've been hooked ever since. Yeah, been a teacher. This is my 22nd year teaching. I've been a coach for like 17 years in the middle school, then I moved up to high school. I've been at high school. I'm at Construction Careers Academy High School, which is a magnet school for construction, and I teach construction management. And they're actually over at the the Bank of America Center this weekend for Skills USA competition. There's a whole bunch of schools over there for
This
that
weekend?
right now.
Oh, wow.
Going on right now, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So, yep.
And they're doing some of the stuff you taught them.
Yeah, unfortunately I taught teamwork, so we got second and third. Only first goes to state, but there's all kinds of other stuff going on there. And my school's got a bunch of kids over there competing. Married for 20 years. My wife's a teacher. I got a son, little Stank. He is about to turn 15.
Oh, he ain't little no more.
No, he is not little. He's a monster. He outgrew me. He outweighs me. He outsmarted me probably in 4th grade, but yeah, it's so yeah, he's actually gonna be coming to school with me next year, which is gonna be a cool thing.
Oh,
but,
cool.
Yeah, so I'll jump into one of your questions, but so the name kind of came from my son. So I'm actually celebrating my 15th anniversary this year, and so
Stinky Pants?
Stinky Pants.
Okay.
Yeah, been doing it for 15 years just about, and so when he was born was about the same time I came up with the idea.
Oh.
And so that the name just kind of fit, like, you know, elbow deep in poopy diapers. And
right.
So, you know, if you know me, I'm I'm always, you know, like I like to have fun, and I live on the edge a little bit. You know, if you saw my post yesterday with the cornrows and stuff like that.
I was
like,
gonna ask about that. That you don't have those on
No, I don't have them
anymore.
On. No,
is it because
yesterday.
you were meeting your friends today?
No, absolutely not. No, I could care less about that. Honestly, my hair's so fine. Like when I sleep in it, when I wake up, my hair's like this. So
yeah.
I can't keep them in. So
I liked it.
Yeah,
It looked good.
I do too. My wife hates it, but
because you started with 3, right?
Well, that was
at the beginning of the show.
But I mean, like I had them. I had one of my students braided me up yesterday. I said, "Hey, I'm going fishing.
So you didn't have them from the show till yesterday?
No.
Okay.
They legitimately only last me like a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just when I on the boat ride down, the rubber bands were flying off. So otherwise, I probably would have come in here with.
Right, that's true. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the whole cornrow thing, but I'm going to.
Yeah, I get a lot of people like, oh, that's terrible. Why do you do that? But I'm just like, it took me 45 years to get long hair, and like, why not? Have fun with it.
Change is good, man. Yeah. Change is good because sooner or later, if you don't change, you start to stink, which comes natural, right? Yeah. But if you don't, you know,
you got to keep it fresh.
It's a different kind of stink, right?
Yeah.
Baby Stink. Baby Stink is going to take over the company, or what does he want to do?
Well,
when he grows up, right?
I would love to be like a Duck Dynasty where I started off and he comes in and takes it to the next level because he's way smarter than me and he could do it. But I don't know. I don't want to put that pressure on him. Like if he wants it, it's his. If he wants to go do something else, be a doctor or construction manager or whatever he wants to do, more power to him. So
no offense to Mama Stink.
No.
But does he have the same drive as your dad? I remember the last time we talked about your dad, and your dad helps you with the stringers, and he's the kind of like the
man. I wish I could say me and him are like my dad, but dad's a one of a kind.
Right.
There's no. I don't know how you could compare him to anyone. Like the stuff he does, what he can think of, what he can build. I mean, he's got his hands in like so many different stuff. Mechanics and machining and lathes and lasers and routers. I mean everything. So he's crazy. I mean, like right now he's been printing a prototype of some thing that's going to take one of the processes to the next level.
Oh, okay.
He's been printing it for 5 days on his 3D printer to do it and stuff. It's like I walk in the shop and I look at it and I'm just like, I can't tell him anything except like maybe add something there.
Right.
That's about it. But
I don't
know.
Go with it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where his brain gets all that stuff. But he's amazing. He's like a MacGyver. He comes up with all kinds of stuff, and he's been a godsend helping the business, being able to continually improve. Making the products better, and also making the process of getting them more efficient. So.
Right. So I got a couple of questions. Another teacher, that's cool. What sport did he coach?
I did football, basketball, and track.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 17 years.
Man. Mm-hmm. I got another thing saying that the live symbol and the people online symbol is in my face. But I think that's okay, right?
Yeah.
You see it there? It's in my face. Right? I thought about it getting like right here. But I don't think it's a big deal. We're recording on a off-site what do you call it, system. So once this recording, once this show goes
on
live, and we bring it back to life, right? What's the thing AD,
yeah, clear,
right?
Yeah,
all clear.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Probably somebody's probably got a better name, but
Doogie Howser, the Doogie Howser thing. Yeah. Once you put that thing back on this show, we're gonna kick it into YouTube and Spotify. Eventually, we're still working on it. I got a video guy doing some of the stuff. I can't say too much. We're trying to get it back to life. We're trying to bring an old live show back to life as best as I could. But anyways, once that's on there, you won't see the live and the numbers there anymore because we're recording off-site somewhere like in the Pacific Ocean somewhere. It's going over there, then we'll get it back, Stank gonna be down all weekend. Travis Thompson, my man Travis Thompson's in the house.
Yep, I'm heading back down to Baffin after the show, and then I'm heading back to San Antonio Sunday afternoon.
Charles Cleburne is in the house. Gabriel Flores. All right, let's keep on going. Did you ever think you would be in the fishing industry?
No, I would say it happened organically, and it was not something I was trying to do. So when I started fishing, eventually I bought a premium stringer. It was supposed to be the best premium stringer at the time, and it didn't hold up like my expectations. So I decided to make my own stringer, and that's kind of where it started, but I just made it to make it for me. And then my buddies wanted one too. They're like, you make me one. So I made them one. And then when it turned into the buddies coming and like, hey, my friend also wants one, then it kind of thought in my head, like, well, maybe I could sell them, because they're like, well, we'll give you, give you some money for it or whatever. And at about the same time, I was doing my master's in technology, which is obsolete now. But anyways, I learned how to make a website. And so it kind of was like perfect storm. Like, it just seemed like, man, I could make a website and try selling them and see what happens. And, I never looked at it more than that. I just see what happened. And so, like I said, it was 15 years ago, and I never really looked at it as far as a business until maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I just always said it's a hobby, and if I'm being honest with myself, it's probably just protecting myself. Like, I don't want to put myself out there and say, hey, this is a business, like I don't want to fail. But so it's easy if you say it's a hobby, so like if it turns out cool, if not, then it was a hobby. So I started looking at it more like a real business, like I said, 4 or 5 years ago. And that kind of, I guess, spurred me, like I need to do more things with it. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I got into it. I never meant for it to be a business. I never just like, hey, I want to sell something. Like, it was, I want to make this product, and then it just seemed like, hey, I could sell this. So
right. Growing up, you and your dad wouldn't go fishing?
Yeah, we would, but like I said, we grew up in Iowa, so it's totally different fishing, and we didn't fish as much as we do now. And back then I was a kid, so I wasn't thinking of really making anything for myself. My dad's always made stuff, like just always really? Like I remember him trying to make a bicycle for me, and like anything you could buy, he's like, no, I can make that.
I'll make it better. It didn't
always happen because he likes to start a lot of projects, but he can do it, and he's always, like Tim the Tool Man. It was always like, this is good, but this is better. Like, more power,
right.
That type of, like.
Yeah, this will last a whole lot longer than that like Walmart stuff. I
remember our freaking lawnmower doing wheelies, and the snow blower like would blow snow like all the way to the neighbors.
Right. So it would land in the spot y'all want it to.
Yeah.
At the neighbors. What's going on, Julian Cortez? Stinky Pants Fishing, not just your typical fishing stringer. Hey, well, hold on.
Uh-oh.
So since you're opening that one,
let's do this.
Let's drink to, what are we drinking to?
A hell of a show.
Hell of a show today.
And a good friendship.
All right. Not just your typical fishing stringer. Question mark, right?
Question mark.
Yeah. What puts you above the rest?
Well,
why Stinky Pants? When I walk into Roy's and I walk in through the door, I say hi to everybody, right? And usually everybody bombards me, you know what I mean? Oh my God, it's
fame, yes.
Ram Garcia's here,
autographs.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
But if I was just your typical person, right?
Right.
Typical angler, just getting started into the fishing industry, right? Fishing game.
Right.
I walk in through Roy's, immediately I see Stinky Pants Stringer, but I also get followed by some competitors, right? What is going to make me, or why do I want to grab the Stinky Pants Stringer?
Well, it maybe isn't right for everyone, but I've been doing it for 15 years, and I've refined it as much as I can. And anyone that knows my family, not just me, but my dad and stuff like that, we're both handy. I'm not in his caliber, but anything I have, I'm always looking to make better.
Right.
Like whether it's my classroom, every day I walk in, I look at something, how could it get better? Every day I make that stringer, I look at it and I think, what could I do to make it better? And having the 15 years of that, I think has something to play with it. You know, you're purchasing something that I stand behind. I'm not just popping up, you know what I mean? I take care of any issues that I have. Not that I have a lot of issues, but, you know, I take care of it. I pride myself on providing great customer service, but, you know, you get caught up in, there's a lot of stringers out there now. Everyone's making them, and from a glance they look the same. But, you know, you like anything, you go up to, you know, the high dollar stuff and you look at it and it's the fit and finish. You know, it all matters. All the little details matter to me. So I don't cut corners. I do stuff the way that's going to make it the best, not always the cheapest or not always the fastest, but what's going to be the best, you know,
Right.
with the connections, how it looks, you know, how it, you know, all that stuff, how it functions. And that's how I've always looked at my business approaches, is always just trying to keep continually improving. And I've never tried to make anything just to sell it. I've always felt that if there's a need for it, I'm going to make it. You know, I'm not going to just put my name on something so I can say, hey, I have this or I have that. Also, it's, you know, there's a reason that I make it. So, you know, I think just looking, you know, you do the eye check and look at it. There's quality there to it.
Right.
You know, it's simple, it's effective, it holds up. It's got a cool name. I got so many colors. You know, you go crazy trying to figure it out. So
Right. That's probably
you
the
know,
hardest part, is picking the color you want.
Yeah, I mean, you're supporting a small business, a family business. You know, everyone in my family helps, from, you know, my mom, my mother-in-law,
Oh,
wife,
wow.
son, dad, my buddy Keith Kresbach. I mean, it's a family business. I get to take credit for all of it, but behind me is them. You know, they, like right now they're doing the shipping. You know, Dad's doing some custom stuff for me, and so, you know, it's a family business. I'm a school teacher by day, and, you know, Stinky by night. So,
Right.
you know, you're helping a small local Texas business.
Yeah,
so,
Texas
you know,
based. That's
feel
exactly what I
good.
was about to say.
Yeah.
Texas based. Drink to it again. Drink. Austin Matthews says, drink to the stank.
I like that.
There you go. One more time. All right. We are 22 minutes in. If y'all are just tuning in, real quick, we're here at Roy's Bait and Tackle, right up the stairs here at the Fly Shop area. Y'all come see us live and just hang out. We got Carbach in the ice chest for anybody that wants some. Beautiful Corpus Christi. It's nice. It's pretty nice weather, right? The weather's
It
nice.
was beautiful.
A
this
little
morning.
windy.
It was a little windy.
Right,
but,
a little windy.
But it was, you know, good temperature.
It wasn't
water
supposed to
bed.
be. It was supposed to be less than 5 today.
Well, here, I'll let you in on a little secret. Anytime I come to town, I bring the wind with me. So
Oh, that's true.
Just
That's true.
recognize
You
that.
bring that,
Yeah.
the stank, right?
yeah.
Yeah. But we got a hell of a show. We got Stinky Pants, Mr. Jason Paul in the house. We got one giveaway that I'm doing, right? We got a couple giveaways. Or should I not say nothing at all?
It's your show. You do what you want.
Right. Here at the Spooled Life, we do whatever the hell we want, right? So, okay, you mentioned we had 3. We
Yes.
may combine them into 2,
Yeah.
right? Or something like
Well,
that.
and then honestly, there's a giveaway for you as well.
Oh, that I'm going to
Yeah,
keep.
I brought something for you. Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
that-
I'm not gonna.
I love those.
I know. That's
You
why.
know, I get a lot of these guests, you know, and I don't want to sound selfish, right? But, and I'm not even going to go there, but it's a huge accomplishment to be on the Spooled Life. That's all. I'm just playing. Y'all already know how I get when I drink one Carbach. But let's keep going, man. So y'all, I say all that to say this. It's gonna be good, man. And it's kind of getting on my nerves looking at the live and the number that I can't see my face. I look down and I can't see my face, and I'm like, man, you know. But it's all right.
I wonder what you look like.
It's not about me. This show's
No.
not about me.
If only
right?
we had a picture of you to look at you, then
Yeah.
we would know.
I might change this thing
To a
from
picture.
Redfish Woodworks. It's the Fat Boy. This is a Fat Boy floater card holder. Redfish Woodworks supplied us with this and supplied us with our beverage holder. We used to stack up a whole bunch of plain old tackle boxes and put them on there, and he
nice.
saw it and he was like, man,
Yeah.
y'all are better than that.
Yeah. I
Let
agree.
me whip this
That
up
looks
real
nice.
quick. Look how clean cut, and you being the
I respect the
Yeah,
respect the craftsmanship. Yep.
in the industry, the craftsmanship industry. Look how clean those cuts are. Joe Alcala was up here earlier. He was like, "Man, is that plastic?" I was like, "No, man, that's wood. That's for real." You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I could see your face. The live and the number are only on your hat. Well, there you go, Patty Paul.
Man,
That's all we
I wonder
need.
who that is.
We don't need the cap. You know, I do need to make some caps. I know that's gonna be the next one. When can I get a cap? I need to make some. They're on the way. You know, perfection takes time, right? How do you
That's
say
correct.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
What's up, Brian? What's up, Adams? Cortez and Matthews. Let's keep on going. I'm going to call it right now. It's 25 minutes. We're going to do the real sportswear giveaway at 30 minutes. So y'all be ready. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your cousins. We're doing that giveaway at the 30-minute mark. Who showed you the ropes? Papa Stank showed you the ropes, right?
Well, as far as the business, I wouldn't really say anyone showed me the ropes. I've had lots and lots of help.
Right.
But like I said, I kind of just stumbled into it. So I didn't start it by myself. Back when we were doing this, Reggie Olendijk was the other guy who helped me out with this. And really what I was more of the craftsman guy, and he was more of the brains. Like had he not been involved, I probably wouldn't have gone through the whole process of, doing all the paperwork and all the actual behind-the-scenes business work. He was integral in that. Like, he gave me the confidence, and didn't give me the confidence. He did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that would be something I would have struggled with on my own. So, and then as far as showing me the ropes, it's just you stumble through stuff and you learn, you make mistakes, and then when you get in the business, you need a network, and you just start talking to people and figuring stuff out and seeing, hey, I had this happen, what do you do here? Or people will lend their advice to you and things like that. So I didn't really have anyone at the very start kind of telling me what to do. I just stumbled around, and I kind of like, oh, this seemed to work better than this, so I'll do more of this. And and then you have people come in and be like, dude, you're an idiot, do this. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right. The only stringers I could think of growing up is the Stinky Pants stringer. The next one below that would be a rope. Your typical, on one end there's a key ring, and it's just a nylon rope.
Yeah.
Not even a needle.
Yeah.
Shove this rope in the gills of the fish and let it swim as long as he can. Right.
Yeah. I grew up with the chain ones.
Oh, okay. Because that's what I was going to ask. Who was out before the Stinky Pants? That you saw. Okay, well.
Fish Slick.
Fish Slick.
Yeah.
Are they still around? Fish Slick?
I don't believe so.
No.
I don't want to say for sure, but I haven't seen them.
Right.
So I don't know. But that was the stringer. Like when I started, that was the best premium stringer. There may have been more, I don't know, but that was the one that sticks out of my head, like the premium stringer.
Okay.
And that was a rope coated one, and that's why I needed something tougher, and the wire. I was like, well, what's tougher than wire, right?
Right. Exactly. Because that's what I see when we talk about stringers, right? I see Stinky Pants stringers. You know what I mean? What else is there to look at, right?
As you should.
What was your thought process when choosing materials?
Well, like you said, I needed something tough, and I needed something slick. So the problem with the rope stringers is that the teeth get caught in them, and they snag, and they twist up. And I mean, like, if you fish where, like, out in the surf or something like that, I mean, those things can get so wound up. I mean, you're literally cutting them to get the fish off. And so that was a no-brainer. It wouldn't be rope. And it was just, I think the very first stringer I made, I went into Home Depot and I bought some wire, and it was galvanized and it was really thin. And then, like I said, just before I ever started selling them, I kept trying to refine it, finding better stuff. And then through the years, it's gotten better. I've the amount of coating has changed on it, the size wire has changed on it, materials that it's made from is changed, and so I feel pretty good about what we have now. It's not, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had anyone say, "Hey, your stringer wore out." Like, you know,
Right.
there's no coating on it or anything like that. You know, they get old. My best seller is, you know, my buddy jumped in my boat and stole my stringer. That's how I sell most
Right.
stringers. But yeah, I mean, you take care of it, and I don't know. You know.
You know, before the stringer clip came around, I could see that being a problem. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. You can't tie wire.
Yeah.
So that was
yeah. You try to do like your typical knot,
No,
you know, and it
it's-
would never stay.
It's not gonna work,
Yeah.
and then it kinks up and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, that was no bueno. So
Yeah.
don't try to tie a knot in my stringer if you're doing that at home.
Right. Not especially if you have fish on it too.
Yeah.
You know, the fish or dragging fish. I'm talking like a kayaker here, right? Dragging fish, putting tension on that knot, loosening tension, loosening. It would end up.
Well, you catch a lot of fish too, so you know, guys like me, you know.
Yeah, you know,
we mostly
somebody
just-
like me could wear a Stinky Pants stringer
Yeah,
out, right? I
I'm
guess,
sorry.
you know.
You're right.
All right. Hey, guess what? 30. Just like that. I feel like I just said it.
Yep.
You know,
here.
we're at 30.
We're here.
So if y'all tuned in to the past 1, 2, 3, 4 shows, of course, one of the show sponsors are Real Sportswear. You know,
Yep. Like some sweet gear.
yeah, made me look real good. Whether I'm at Roy's, on the water, HEB,
Yeah.
Eckerd's,
Eckerd's, yeah.
Super S, Kmart, anywhere I'm at, they make me look good, right? I want to make one of you all look good. You know, I'm sure you already have enough Real Sportswear apparel at the house, right? But this new camo line is out.
It's the cat's meow.
Yeah. Check this stuff out.
I like that one.
So this one's hooded. Mine is hooded. Am I facing the right way here? Yeah, I am. Right. We got this one, this pattern, right? Pretty cool patterns. These two are not hooded, right? So one of you all is going to win one of these. Your color of choice, right? It could be one of these. It could be this one. Or it could be the one I have on. Not this one that I have on, right? It'll be a new one. You won't get all the mojo I bring to this shirt, right? You'll have to create your own mojo,
Mojo not included.
right? But it will be one of these. First person, right? You gotta DM me after the show. If you don't, you cannot win, right? It's a big deal. We're standing by that rule. Whoever wins has to slide into my DMs. I can't DM you, right? Now it's live. I'm getting that echo because I'm way back here. Now it's live, so it's a little bit easier to do that. I'm going to get your size. I'm going to get your color selection. And I'm going to go get it off the rack at Roy's Bait and Tackle, where we have all of them. And I'm going to send it to you at a high rate of speed. First person to tell me what year Real Sportswear kicked off. Man, that was a curveball right there. I guarantee they thought it was a Stinky Pants
Yep.
question,
They
right?
started typing in the stinky answer.
Shimano Pan says Fiesta. He was almost,
Shot a shot. Yeah,
almost,
shot a shot.
almost, yeah, almost. First year, guys. Not first year, the year. Real Sportswear kicked off. Right. I'm gonna give you all a hint. It was in the 2000s. Right. 2000s.
That pretty much narrows it down. They can't miss it now.
Yeah. First person is good. We're going to continue. Y'all have time. 2018 is not it. 2017 is not it. 2021 is not. And I guess we could guess, right? We could throw
definitely.
some guesses out there. But let's don't guess, right? It was on the show. We had Mr. Andrews here. Mr. Andrew, I'm not sure what show number he was, but
He was early. He was early on.
Yeah, he was early. He was pre-internet.
Dial-up. Yeah. AOL dial-up.
So 2020 is not it either. We're gonna keep going. First person, guys. I'm gonna bring it up. If I don't see it, I'll bring it up again. First person to tell me the year real sportswear kicked off gets their color of choice, Real Sportswear Camo Edition. 1. Their choice of color and their choice of size. Right?
Why not?
Hell of a deal. Must send it to you at a high rate of speed. And I'm talking fast, man. Here we go. Let's talk about the lure. Let's talk about the clips and the weight tackle boxes.
All right, let's talk about those. What do you want to know about?
There's 2 different type of weight boxes. We talked to your guide buddy, earlier. He chooses to use the vented
Flow through, yes.
the flow-through box.
Yeah.
We also have a
Waterproof.
waterproof box.
Yep. Two schools of thought there. So if you're wanting to try to keep all your lures completely dry, you go the waterproof way. If you want to just concede you're going to get water in it, and honestly, cleaning that makes it a little bit easier. You can just spray them down.
Right.
You go the vented, and then I make both of those in the original size, and then I have the El Grande. And then with that, all the boxes come with the wade strap. And so the wade strap, I designed it. I made it wider so it's more comfortable. It doesn't dig into your shoulder. It's got 2 D-clips on it, one high and one low. And then it's got a plier sheath to hold pliers, and it comes with a pair of forceps. And I say it's adjustable, and I didn't realize how good of a selling point that having an adjustable strap is. I mean, it just seems like a no-brainer to me.
Right.
But I was at the Houston Fishing Show doing our thing last week, and I saw a guy walking out with the competitors on, and it was not an adjustable one, and he was a big old boy, and he looked like he was all choked up on there, and I thought that's exactly why it needs to be adjustable. I mean, because the box was way up here.
Yeah.
So everyone's a different size, so it makes sense to be able to adjust it.
Right.
And then even going from winter to summer, when you add your waders and your jacket, you get bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
So you need to, or if you're in deeper water, maybe you want it up higher, things like that. So, yeah, I guess the adjustment is a
for sure.
a good thing. But yeah, it's simple. It's not flashy, but it's effective. I mean, I usually on the top I'll hook like those boomerang fish cutters on there. I'll keep the forceps in the sheath, and then on the bottom one I'll hook my my bogas with the stringer clip also next to it, and then I keep my stringer on there. So I really enjoyed that wade pack since I've come out with it. It's totally gone away from the belt, and so I can just throw that sling on, jump in the water, fish, get out, take it off, and I'm not doing anything other than just getting in and getting out quick.
Right. The adjustment is a plus, right? The D-rings is a plus. My question is, in what situation, I guess it's preference, right? What situation would I want a flow-through, and in what situation would I want a floater?
Well, like I said, I think it's just what you want to do. If I would say you got to be a little bit more detail oriented to have the waterproof one, because I mean, you when you get back, you're still gonna have to open it up and clean probably the lures that you use.
Yeah.
Not all of them though, and it depends how you fish too. So, some people will put every lure they have on, and some people will go out with every lure they own but throw one lure.
Right.
So if those lures have not gotten wet, you're in good shape. They're not gonna rust out and things like that. So, it just makes sense. I've used both, and I like both, and it's kind of just, I think it's just preference. Like my dad will actually just let it float behind him instead of wearing it. He'll just keep it in the water and let it float.
Like clipped onto the net or something?
On a stringer, actually.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah.
See, that's what I do. I'll have my stringer. At the end of the stringer, I'll have my net hooked onto the loop where it comes onto the float.
Right.
And then I could see hooking on my floatable tackle box.
Right.
Storage bin container
Right.
to the net.
Yeah.
Right. But if you're in deep water, right? If you're wading, we typically start off waist deep, right? We'll cast to the shallows, we'll cast to the deep, the little wading experience I have, you know what I mean? But if I get into some deeper water, right? Chest deep, If I have a floater, it's gonna be floating around me. You know, it's gonna be hitting me in the neck and you know, uncomfortable. If I have a flow through, you know, it starts flowing through.
Yeah, it's
Right?
It's not gonna float up on you.
I guess you could. I guess that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I mean, I take mine and I always keep it back.
Towards
you
your
know,
back.
I just like that, and which keeps the forceps
Yeah.
where I want them and stuff like that. So, you know, it's preference. It's
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
anything. You know, you talk to one person and they're like this, but that's why I make more than one. You know, because there's not a perfect thing for anybody. So.
Yeah, you gotta have options, man.
Yeah, I try to listen to the customers and things like that, and you know, give them options so they're not just this is all I have.
And there's some pretty close ones here.
Pretty close ones.
Pretty close, but
No cigar.
no cigar. I'm gonna give you another hint. It's in between 2000. Nah, that's too far. I'm gonna. It's in between 2010 and 2015.
It's a 5-year span, I think, if my math is
Yeah.
right.
That's quick. Somebody's got to be quick for that.
Yeah.
2000 and 2015. First year, the year that Real Sportswear kicked off, is going to win their choice of the camo edition Real Sportswear apparel. 2018 is not it. All right. I think we're delayed. We're delayed a little bit. I think, like,
Could be.
what was it, 15, 12? We didn't even think about that when we were doing the instructions this morning. But you see how I'm trying to do away with all that. You know what I mean? There it is. There it is. Cliff Nagel, 20. Well, I take that back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you see, I hate this. 2013, Austin Matthews. You were the winner. Mr. Matthews, you are the first one on my end. You know, there's a thing going on. Whoever has like the fastest internet, which is weird because they've sent me screenshots of theirs that they're first. But on my end,
You're lagging.
yeah, somebody else is first. So, y'all already know, here at the Spooled Life, we make up the rules here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could send you a screenshot of my screen. But 2013 is the right answer. Austin Matthews is the winner. Congratulations on that. And we will send you, slide into my DMs. I'll send you one of these shirts so you could look fly. You could start creating some mojo. And you could look good. You could look good wherever you go, you know, whether it be Roy's Bait and Tackle, the Selena statue, Walmart, the Trade Center. All right, let's keep going. Setting the standard or trend-setting brand.
That's a no-brainer.
Right.
Yeah. Setting the standard and just continuing to try to, you know, keep building whatever it is I do. I'm always looking to make it better. You know, I guess it's maybe the way I'm wired, but I just always, you know, I find a new material or something and I think, man, what could I do with that, or how could I, you know, incorporate and things like that. So, you know, like I said, when I started it, there weren't a lot of stringer companies, and so my focus has always been straight ahead, making what I'm doing and improving it, things like that. So, you know, I don't really care what's trending and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, I guess old school maybe, but that's how I'm wired. Is, you know, I'm worried about me and what I'm doing,
Right.
and making what I'm doing better and improving on that. And
Sometimes you
that's
got to
my
just
focus.
put the blinders on.
Yeah.
Put the blinders on and
Yeah.
stay focused on path. Right.
Yep. Eyes on the prize.
There you go. How do you feel about, this is a good one. How do you feel about the other Stinky Pants look-alike stringers that are out?
Well, you know, I barely noticed.
Yeah. So you got them blinders on, right?
Yeah, you know, I can't keep track of them. There's a lot of stringers out there, and I don't even pay I don't pay much attention to them. You know, like they may be great, I don't know, but like all I'm focused on is my stuff. And you know, I look at it as like I'm running a race. I got to do what I got to do to keep going. And if I'm looking behind me or to the side of me and stuff like that, it's not going to increase what I'm doing. So,
Right.
You know, there are a lot of companies that look like my stuff out there, but like I said in the beginning, what makes mine different is there's subtle differences. Look at how it fits up. You know, I pride myself on, you know, look at how the stake end connects to the wire. Look at a competitor and see how they look. They're a lot of times they're not the same, or
Really?
even close. But you know, but like I said, I pride myself on craftsmanship and things like that, and so you know, that's all I can worry about is me. I don't, you know, you can try to copy, or you know, there's room, there's other stringers out there that are totally different, and I respect that, you know, because like I said, my stringer is not perfect for everyone. It's
Right.
and I'm not going to tell you that, you know, I have the market cornered. There's lots of different ways of getting to the same spot, but you know, I don't know.
Right. There's is there any patents on the Stinky Pants stringer?
No, I mean, when I first started out, like I said, I had no idea where it was going to go, and there's a small window there to patent stuff, and you know, I had
Really?
no idea. Yeah, you can't come back 10 years later after you've been using it and say, hey, this was my idea. But you know, I just in you know what, I didn't invent the stringer, obviously, you know,
Right.
so I don't even know what it is I could even patent. And my thinking is that I'm going to create the best product I can. I'm going to give the best customer service I can. I'm going to ship as fast as I can. And
Yeah.
if you can beat me, good luck.
Right.
But you know, I like I said, I've been doing it for 15 years. I've seen companies come and I've seen companies go. You know, because it always looks cool. It always sounds cool to own a business. But at the end of it, it turns into hard work.
Right.
And everyone in the world knows, you know, when you get to hard work, you find out how people are. You know, not everyone's cut out for it. And so, you know, I enjoy it though. You know, it's not just, but it is work. You know, I come home from school and I have an order, and there's a lot of times where I think, you know what, I really don't want to do this order, but I want this guy to get his stuff as soon as he can get it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ship that stuff. So that's, you know, like I said, I focus on myself. It's all about me and making my gear the best I can, and everything that goes with it business-wise, you know, making it the best I can. And I'm thinking about stuff maybe no one else is doing. You know, I don't want to look behind me to see what they're doing and things like that. I want to think about what, you know, if you could walk into like the shop, you know, there's so many ideas that have never materialized, but just like they're cool, but you know, they just have never materialized. But that we're always like, what about this? What if we do this?
Yeah.
You know, things like that. And so, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we've talked about doing and tried doing and stuff like that, and we'll keep coming up with more badass stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that surpasses any sort of patent there is.
Yeah. I
You know,
mean,
if it's hard to say that though, right? It's hard to walk in and see the package. Okay, well, who is
Yeah.
Jason Paul? You know, I don't even know who Jason Paul. I know Stinky Pants, right? But it's hard to know that the company is backed by all those.
I agree. And,
You know what I
and
mean?
when I first started out, and I was, you know, kind of hustling and trying to get, you know, in tackle shops and stuff like that, and you know, and if you hadn't heard of me and stuff like that, and so, you know, why take a chance on me? I mean, because you don't know. But you know, I think my philosophy has always been, if I make a quality product, it will speak for itself. And I think looking at it, it has, because I have, you know, Roy's being one of them. I tried getting in Roy's, and Roy's is not easy to get into. I mean, they're a premium store. It's not like they just like, hey, I'll take you, you know.
Right.
You got to be a quality product to get in here. And when I first tried to get in here, it didn't work out. And but I kept plugging away, and I just figured, maybe I can't get in Roy's or whatever. But I kept doing what I was doing, and you know, following what I believed, making a quality product. And Roy's came to me and asked, hey, we want your product.
Oh wow.
And so, you know, and I felt like that was a big moment in my
Yeah.
life, you know, because it was they came to me,
Yeah.
as opposed to when I, you know, before I was, you know, and that doesn't always happen, but I think, you know, that was a good sign that what I was doing was right. You know, I knew if I made a quality product, people would understand that, you know, like you get it and then he gets it, and, you know, it just organically, that's kind of how it's grown. Starting small, I didn't have money to go flood the market with advertising and stuff like that. It's just, you know,
the anglers that were using it would be the advertisement.
Yeah, you know, if you believe in something or you really like something, you're going to tell your buddies about it, and that, you know, that word of mouth, it happens. So, you know, and you can get tricked the same way. You know, it's like you get stuff that looks like mine. It's, you know, same color packaging. You know, I can make a fancy float on there that looks, you know, whatever, but, you know, at the end of the day, it isn't mine.
Right.
And that's all I'm worried about is backing my stuff and, you know, settle down on that.
There you go. And we all know that it's not yours. Here we go. Should we give away something else?
I think we should.
Let's do it. We're at 50 minutes. Those of y'all that are still on, right, y'all already know where we're at. Y'all already know who's here, right? Y'all already know what we're talking about. But what y'all don't know is who's going to be the next winner. And we're gonna pick one right here.
Let's do this.
I kind of messed up. I should have thought of a question before this, right? Unless you have one, but I have one.
Well, you go then.
So let's do it.
You got it. Go with it.
I'm thinking this one right here. Do you see that?
I can't read your writing. I mean, I see it, but yeah, it looks like a number.
Yeah, it's a number. Yeah.
Okay.
First person, and correct me if the wording is wrong, but the first person to tell me how many years Stinky Pants has been doing this, right?
Sure.
Has been in the game professionally, the professional game. How many years? John Adams. Adames or Adams? I'm going to say Adames, you know, you could tell the color of my skin. Adames. I'm going to say that. Somebody else may say Adams, right? But there you go. We already got it. We already got it. We already got it.
Just like that?
Just like
Bam.
that.
Doesn't he want to know what he wins?
It's Austin Matthews again.
Are you kidding?
Yep.
You know that happened the last time.
Yeah.
Same person
Austin
won both
Matthews
times.
is a Spooled Life live diehard.
He's a junkie, yeah.
We might get him on the show just to find out
Trivia, yeah.
who Austin Matthews is. We got a bunch of them, but Austin Matthews was the first one.
We gonna tell them what they got?
Yeah, let's explain. Let's
All right,
tell them.
so we got a Stinky bundle. So this is a limited run that I did for the fishing show. So this is the Stank with rank. So we got a 15-pound boga float here with the Stank and Rank logo on it. I got a keychain with the Stank and Rank, and then I got a 12-foot stringer with the Stank and Rank logo on there in the limited solid red. So
You're not doing the red.
no, this is it. This
So
is a limited
if I go
run.
to the shelf, you can't buy red.
Can't get it.
Wow, that's crazy.
You can get red, but it's a see-through red. It's not the solid red. I ordered this special, just a one of a kind type deal.
Yeah. And you could tell, guys, this stuff right here is just quality made. This is the connections he was talking about. You probably can't see it.
Yeah, if you look at this kind of stuff, that's the finish that I guess I'm referring to. You know, the materials, it all holds up.
Yep.
If it didn't, I wouldn't be here.
Right? Austin Matthews wins again. My internet is muy rápido.
Yep.
Super quick. Either way, slide into my DMs or you can't win, right? It's simple. But either way, I need to get that size because it's easy because we could just ship to one place now. So you're going to win this. You're going to win one of these shirts. Let's show the shirts one more time. It's the one I have on, right? And it's these as well. If you didn't win, cruise on into Roy's Bait and Tackle, guys. We got them all. 24/7 as well. I want to say these are on the internet. Are these on the website, Brian? I forgot. I messed up his name the last time. If it was Brian or somebody. But they might be on the website. If they're not, I'll get Brian to put them on the website. It's the newest edition for Real Sportswear. Camo edition. They're here, Roy's Bait and Tackle. All right. Couple more. We got a couple more where we started the show early. Already got a crowd down there. You know, they're starting, man, this guy's going to go over 6 o'clock. He might go over 6. But so we started it at 3, go into 4.
Time, yeah.
You know what I mean? And nobody's got to get paid overtime anymore. Nothing like that to keep us in here. What is next for Stinky Pants?
Well, like I said, I keep trying to refine and improve things. We've launched a lot of different stuff since the last time I was on here. So before we talked about the glow, so I have glow stringers out there, floats, you know, keychains, all that stuff, and glow. The customized floats has been a big thing. So we can put whatever you want on it, logos, whatever like that, and it's been a cool thing for tournaments, businesses, and things like that. So you think about a business, instead of buying a pack of golf balls with their company logo on it,
or some pens,
some crappy pen you're going to throw away. Well, now you can put it on a keychain, a boga, a string, or something that they may actually use.
Yeah.
And it looks cool. They come out awesome. So that's the next thing. We've been doing a lot of the custom work and things like that. And there's other stuff in the works. Like I said, we're always throwing around ideas about what we can do, how we can improve it, things like that, how to hold it, all that kind of stuff.
Right. So there's some stuff in the works coming out.
There's always stuff in the works. Always.
But like in 2022.
2022, there'll be something new.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How often do you bring out something new, like yearly?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's not like I say, hey, we got to, it's how it comes. Sometimes it's like, let's do this and this and this, and then sometimes it's like, man, what can we do? You know what I mean? So I don't, I'm probably terrible business model, so don't model me for that. But it's just however it comes out. If I'm working on a new color, I'm at the point where I can do custom stuff. So I'm trying to get a color that nobody's seen, like something something awesome. But it's been a slow process, going back and forth with the company and stuff like that. But hopefully that's gonna come to fruition, get something I like, and things like that. But yeah, I'm always thinking. It's just whether it turns out. Sometimes ideas don't always work out the way you want them to, and things like that.
Have you ever created something and then somebody else creates it and you're like, dude, he took my idea?
Like before me?
Just anytime? Like all the stuff you're creating that's in the garage right now or whatever, that you didn't push out because, man, somebody created it. I'm not even going to mess with it.
No, I don't think so. I mean, like I said, I don't ever try to just put my name on something that's out there. If I'm gonna make it, it's either because I'm gonna improve it, or it's not out there. And so, I haven't had that happen where I've made something and someone's beat me to the punch.
Right.
No. I mean, there's some stuff that's similar, but not always the same.
Right. Okay.
Usually when it comes to Dad, it's me pulling the reins back on him because he's making stuff like over the top. Like I'm like, Dad, you can't mass produce that. Like he's building all this custom stuff, and it's it's awesome, but it's like, how are you gonna make 1,000 of this?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Which is possible, right?
Yeah.
But are you talking about like it being expensive on your end to do it?
Yeah, like time consuming and materials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like there's so many one of a kind things floating around my garage.
What advice can you give to the upcoming entrepreneurs?
Well, I mean, to me, you need to go in business because you have an idea and you're gonna make something. And it needs to be original. If you just say, I want to have a business just to have a business, you're going to probably struggle with it. But if you have something that you feel that needs to be out there, it's different, it's better, whatever, then that's your driving force. You got to believe in it, and you got to push that out there, and you got to be ready for ups and downs. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been like at the top of the mountain, and I think, man, I'm freaking arrived, and then it's just like, and I'm down in the bottom, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. It's too hard, or nobody likes me, and you get a bad post or something like that, and it's a roller coaster of emotions. You get your feelings hurt, and then you're so happy and stuff like that, and then like it comes down to the work too. It's there's so much more than just selling something and just having a sticker with or a hat with your name on it. You know, there's all the stuff behind it. You know, the social media and the answering emails and the shipping and and you know, stuff's not selling, stuff you know, selling great. It's you know, it's a job. It's hard work, and you know, most people can't afford to just drop your day job and turn around and, you know, jump full bore into that. So it's like you're balancing two different things, and then it comes down to how bad do you want it. And I think that's why you see so many companies pop up and they go away, is because they figure that out. Is it's, you know, after the shiny, cool, neat stuff wears off and it turns into hard work, you know, it's not for me.
Yeah, it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, it's not fun anymore.
I feel like you just can't be afraid to fail.
That's exactly right.
You know, you got to just
that's
jump
great.
in it.
That's great advice. Yeah,
and do it because you
fail.
want to do it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's kind of what I mean. Like, is you got to have a good reason to do it. I think there's a lot of times people just see it. They're like, oh man, you know, like Spooled Life, that's cool. I want to do that too. You know, not because they have an original, like, I want to have a talk show about this, but they just see what you do and they think that looks cool. So they just want to have a podcast, but they don't know what they want to have their podcast about. And so they're kind of all over the place, and then it just doesn't turn out. And it's the same thing with, you know, business. It's, if you don't have a driving force, something to get behind, you know, you're probably doomed from the start.
I've had some tremendous luck, could you call it?
Yeah,
I've been fortunate. There you go. I've been fortunate.
Yeah.
To have some good guests, right? Yourself, Robbie Marsh. I could name them all right now.
But we're running out of time.
But we're running out of time.
We're already over.
We're already over. We're a little bit over. Everybody's already giving me dirty looks and stuff. Everybody that was standing here watching us has already left. They probably wanted to catch the tail end of the air show that's going on in Kingsville.
Definitely not.
I am not affiliated with the air show, nor am I sponsored.
You've
by
given
the
them a
air
lot of
show.
plugs.
Right.
So, I mean, I feel like
I've never been.
I feel like maybe you're on the air staff, pro staff.
I've never been to an air show. I've been on the bay one time when they were flying back to this base.
Yeah.
And they were putting on a little show for the people that were fishing and stuff, which was pretty cool. But I've never been to an actual air show and checked it out, you know. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I don't think I have, but
Number one question, my number one question I always love to ask when I have a dealer on is, if you could give one tip to an upcoming angler who want to possibly be on the pro team for a company like yours, right? Not necessarily yours,
right?
Or a company of high, a company high on the food chain of companies, what would it be?
Show them what you can do before you go to them, and probably 9 times out of 10 they're already going to know who you are before.
Right.
And I don't know. Let's not get in percentage. I'm not a math guy, but probably be you wouldn't even have to have that conversation of like, hey, could I be on the pro staff? Because if you are showing, you know, quality content, you're using their product, you're tagging them, things like that, they'll know who they are, and then you recognize, man, this guy's putting quality content out there. I want to help him. And a lot of times you find yourself reaching out and like, hey, man, you know, you mind if I share your posts, or, you know, are you, you know, do you need anything? And it turns into kind of that kind of conversation, as opposed to don't message them and say, I just found you on the internet and I'm going to take your product to the next level, when I've been doing it for 15 years and you just stumbled on my webpage for the first time, and now you know, and you don't use my stuff. You know, I think I speak for everybody, is, you know, it's not I'll give you this product and then you will start using it and then advertise for me. I mean, it shouldn't be that way. If you don't believe in it, why would you want to, you know? But there's so many people that want to have their name associated with the pro staff, and they don't even care what it is. They just like, give me something so I can say I'm pro staff. You know, whether I'm going to use it, whether I like it or not. You know, and I've been down that rabbit hole years ago, when it's like, you know, and you find yourself, it's like, you know what, I can get this thing for cheap, and I don't even want to use it though, you know, but I can sell pro staff.
If I could get a discount on it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, just, you know, just wear it out there, you know. If you're already using my product or a lure or a rod or whatever, take some quality pictures of, you know, using it, not just, you know, like going and throwing a fish on the concrete and then tag me, but, you know, like where you put some thought into it and tag me, you know, and continue doing it. Don't expect, okay, I made one post on pro staff, you know, and just show them what you can do, and then it's easy for them to say, oh man, this guy's legit, or gal is legit, you know, like they would be a good fit for pro staff, rather than gambling and hoping that, you know, he just said he'd be on pro staff, you know. So yeah, I get those all the time, you know. Hey, can I be on your pro staff? Can I be on your pro staff? Give me a stringer and I'll advertise for you, type of stuff.
Yeah, I sound like a broken record when I talk about the pro staff name, right? I feel like media has deteriorated the pro staff name, you know.
It's got a bad rap. It's gone up to where you're like, everyone's trying to be there, and then it's like now everyone's sick of it, and it's kind of coming down.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
Right.
You know, and Facebook did that, you know, media, I say that, right? Facebook, Instagram. But I had a person ask me the other day what he could do to get sponsors, right? Which in my head, a sponsor and a pro staff are two totally different animals. But the thing I told him was, go to the fishing show. You know, there's a fishing show right now. Not right now. There was in Houston. Go shake these dudes' hands. Go check out who Stinky Pants is. My name is Ram Garcia. You know what I mean? So the next time I tag him, you might be, oh, that's that dude that I saw at the fishing show.
Face,
you know, it's not. He's not just pictures. It's not just standing behind a picture anymore. You know, okay, well, he's involved in these shows. You know, he wants to meet who I am. You know what I mean? He's not just looking for that discount or whatever it may be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But gas prices, you know.
Yeah.
Was there a pretty good turnout at the show due to that? You think it was due to that, or?
It was. I would think it was down. Yeah, gas prices are bad.
Right.
You know, I don't know if I get in trouble, but I mean, parking was $40. It's like,
wow.
Yeah,
right there, right outside where everybody parks, where you got to go put your card in and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I would have turned around and went back home.
I know. I'd be the same way.
$40. Yeah. It's almost worth just getting the ticket. Right? I wonder how much the ticket was. $15 ticket?
Yeah. Well, 15 to get in, $40 to park.
No, I'm talking about getting a ticket from the police.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how much that
right? There you go. Always thinking ahead. Here we go. So, there goes the tip. Let's give a shout out to the Stinky. Am I forgetting something? You have anything else?
I got another giveaway.
You want to do that?
I mean, I feel like we should.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I don't want to take it home with me.
No, let's. Here we go, guys. We're giving away something else.
There's gonna be a two-fold though, because one is for you and one is for an at-home viewer. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you yours first.
All right.
And then they can see. So this is a 15-pound boga float.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. And it's in that special red.
Yeah.
Okay. But what makes this special is.
What in the world? Can they see that?
I hope that you can see that.
I'm gonna post. They did see it. It was barely.
Hey,
there it is. There it is.
I showed someone. I showed someone this, and they're like, "Oh, you put the rock on there."
That is
like,
amazing,
no, that's not the
dude.
rock. That is
You could
red.
do that for anybody.
Yeah, that is yours.
This is amazing. I want everybody to see this. Can y'all see this? We're delayed a little bit. It's in front of the camera already. So I'm going to try to get the light in there. I'm going to post it. I'll post it here in a little bit. But that is amazing, dude.
Yeah. So
thank you so much.
yeah. So that's for you.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I love this.
And then so for the at-home viewer, they're gonna get a glow-in-the-dark one that you're gonna autograph. So you're gonna have to get a Sharpie out. You're gonna autograph it and you're gonna ship it out.
That
and
is
then
cool,
they're gonna get
man.
the new Stank Nasty golf hat.
Hell
So,
yeah. All right. That has my face on it too?
It's got it's got the face. I mean, I felt like you got to get something.
Yeah,
at home
dude,
to
that's
get.
cool, man. And you could do that with anybody's face.
I mean,
For the viewers that
I don't know
want-
if it look as good as yours. But
Probably not. I mean, it'll probably lose value, you know?
Yeah.
That's one of those deals that lose value as soon as it leaves the store, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah, I thought. I mean, it's pretty good detail, right? It came out
yeah,
pretty
it came
cool.
out awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I love that. All right, here we go.
So now you got to come up with a question.
Well, I do. You created something
I
that
create
you
the
said
question?
today.
All right. Where did I come from? Where was I born at and brought up at?
There you go.
What state?
Not your state now, but where.
Yeah, not where I live now.
Yeah.
I live in Texas,
Yeah.
so I'll give that one away.
Right.
But yeah, where was I born and
I know this one. First person, Austin. You can win as many times as you want, man. Your support.
He's starting to feel bad.
Your support does not go unnoticed, man.
He's feeling bad that he's so good.
All right, first person to say what state Mr. Paul is from. Bama? No. Right.
No.
No. Iowa.
Who said that?
Austin Matthews.
Again? Come on, man. He's a ringer.
Austin.
He's a savant for Spooled Life.
Whoa! Wait.
Uh-oh, Colby.
Yeah.
Colby beat him?
Yeah, Colby beat him. I was looking for Austin's name. Colby Stelling. You are the winner, dude. Slide into my DMs. You win a cap. Stank nasty cap.
Yep, the new.
These are
golf
limited
app.
edition too.
Yeah.
Right?
I got very few left.
Yeah, limited edition right now. And you got a
And,
super limited edition.
One or two of a kind. I mean.
Yeah,
for
one
you,
or
and that's
two.
it, Yeah.
You have one of them. I have the other. It's
That's
almost like we're
yeah.
connected now.
That's the glow in the dark.
Connected at the stringer
Connected at the neck.
with the mojo. The King of
Yeah.
Spooled Life live on it
Yep.
as
don't,
well.
Don't forget to sign it. That's going to be important.
Yeah, I'm going to sign it. Colby Stelling, you're the winner, man. Congrats on that. Slide into my DMs with your address where we could get this shipped. I think you're local. Maybe we'll meet. Maybe we'll do a selfie with our floats hanging in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, man, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on another episode of Spooled Life Live. I had the king of Stank. I'm just still excited, man. I want to just turn this thing off and look at this float again, right? But I'm going to have to hold back.
Yeah, hold back.
Joe Adams. Joe Adams went to school with Sarge.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool. Heck yeah. I get with you, homie. Colby. Colby's the winner. Let me see if I'm not missing anything. If I miss some questions or anything like that, I'll go back. If there were questions for me, if there were questions for Mr. Paul, he'll go back and answer them as we can. Right? Where can we find Stinky Pants?
Right downstairs. Roy's bait and tackle. Right as soon as you walk in.
As soon as you
Slaps
walk
you in the
in.
face. Wham!
Yeah. Don't walk in too fast. You'll run into them.
Yeah.
We got every color, every model,
Yep,
sizes, right?
You got everything, yeah.
Boga float sizes,
Hookers, floats,
stringer clips,
stringers, key floats,
key
weight packs.
floats, yeah, weight belts and are upstairs,
Yep.
right? The flow through
And waterproof.
and waterproof.
And blue and magenta.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the magenta is available.
Magenta is available.
It
and
used
you
to
guys-
just be
yeah,
blue and the
Roy's-
magenta was
yep.
old school, right?
Yep, Roy's has got it.
Yeah, man, that's cool. I might have to go down there and get one of those. Cause I like the old school stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I myself am old school, right? Also on the website, if you are not local,
Yep, definitely on the website.
cruise into the website. Almost everything in this store, if not right now, it's getting that way, is on the website, right? And we'll get it shipped out
Lickety
at a high rate of speed. You know what I mean? My man Brian, I'm hoping I'm getting his name. I'm not sure what I called him last time. He got all mad, and his name's not Brian. My name's not Brian. I want to say it is Brian. But Brian leads that. If you got any questions, you got any problems on the website, orders, call into the store, talk to Brian. He may even get your order by phone. If it's a big deal, you're having problems at the house with your internet, with the website, he'll get your order down he'll get it shipped at you at a high rate of speed. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You got anything else, Mr. Paul?
Yeah, I want to thank everyone who's got me to where I am. I mean, I've had so much help from people, from advice to, Sarge let me in his booth in Houston, and my family helping me out, and I've met so many cool people. It's that's truly the biggest blessing of owning a business, I think, is just all the cool people you've met and or meet, in the fishing industry. And there's, you share that common, you love to get out on the water and the outdoors and stuff like that. And there's so many awesome people in the industry, and just getting to meet them and knowing them and stuff. It's been, as great a reward as you can get. The people I've got to fish with and hang out with. Like, if it weren't for the business, I wouldn't have gotten to do it. So yeah, I appreciate it.
Shout out to the Stinky Pants team.
Yes, for sure. Mom, Dad.
Yeah.
Laura,
baby Stank.
Yeah, little Stank Wyatt.
Is it baby Stank or little Stank?
Little Stank.
Little Stank. He's not
little
a baby
Stank.
no more.
No,
He's almost
he's
14,
not
14, right?
Yeah, he's not little or a baby, but he's still little Stank. I'm Big Stank.
Yeah, he'll always be your little Stank.
He'll be my little Stank. Yeah. Maybe around 3 he'll be on here, or maybe 5 years from now he'll be running the show and I'll be in a nursing home or something like that.
You won't be able to come up the stairs. I'll be waving at you from up here, right? Yeah. Well, we're not too far from age either.
I don't know.
I'm 39.
Oh.
I think.
You think?
I think I'm around.
I mean,
there.
I'm almost there, that old, but not quite.
I'm gonna be 40, and I'm hoping that I at least have a party for my 40th.
Yeah.
And his name is not Brian. I guarantee you, when I go down there, I'm gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
His name is David, guys. David. I messed it up again. His name's David.
I could have told you that. He does all the orders. I didn't know. David
that's what I'm talking about. I messed it up the last
David's
time.
My dog. Yeah.
I messed it up this time.
Dang, I could have been defending him. I'm sorry, David.
Great dude. He'll help you out as much as he can with all your online orders, sales. If you have a question, super knowledgeable. All the staff here is super knowledgeable. I'm staring at them. They're all staring back at me. They're wanting me to say their name and stuff. And they're at the fly shop. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got any questions on flies, fly fishing, surf fishing, inshore fishing, pond fishing?
Pond fishing, yeah.
Any kind of fishing you got. We got somebody here to answer all your questions, right? Huge shout out to the show sponsors, Roy's Bait and Tackle, here in Corpus Christi, Texas. Real Sportswear, also from Corpus, keeping us nice and fresh, looking clean on the show. You know what I mean? Carbach Brewery, not from Corpus, 3 hours away from Corpus, northeast, around there. Houston, around there. Keeping us nice and hydrated.
Yep.
Right? Thank you all so much for tuning in. Our next show is going to be another killer show. It's going to come in a couple weeks. Easter might get in the way a little bit. Not get in the way, right? Easter comes priority.
It's not going to be the Easter Bunny?
No, it's not going to be the Easter Bunny. I mean, it might, right? We might do a little Easter-themed Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
The Easter egg hunt I pick out as the winner type of deal. But, so we're going to have it the week after Easter weekend. So tune in for that. The flyer will be kicked out here in a couple weeks. And I hope I'm not missing anything else. I think that's it.
I think we nailed it.
Right? It was a good show. Hell of a show. The support doesn't go unnoticed, guys. Jump in those giveaways. Those giveaways aren't for me. They're not for Mr. Paul. They're for you all, right? We're spreading the wealth out here. We have a huge tackle shop of stuff to give to the members that participate, but you got to participate. I just can't wait to get off and check that out again. Let's show it to them again.
They need to.
Is it backwards? Is it backwards? No.
No.
All right. I'll do a post here in a little bit about it. That's something to be excited about. It's a huge accomplishment. Am I the first one to ever be on a Stinky Pants?
First
Hello?
Stinky selfie, yeah.
Right? That's amazing. All right, man, we might even get our own little aisle here
Yeah.
of Ram Garcia floats, right?
Yeah.
They work. I guarantee you they
Yeah.
work.
They
Yeah.
have 50% more buoyancy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right? Thank y'all so much. We'll check you out next time. Like I said, the flyer goes out here in a couple weeks. Y'all stay tuned for that. Thank y'all so much.